Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you have all had an awesome week. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. There's loads of awesome videos on here about being a nomad, goal setting, girl bossing, all that kind of thing. So today's video is actually kind of a scary one, or a personal one, I guess. I want to tell you what my biggest, scariest, craziest goals are. I've got 5 for you. And I know I always say, let me know in the comments what you think, but for this one I really want to know what your big, crazy goals are. You guys will know that I already am quite deliberate about goal setting. I have like annual things that I want to achieve, and I don't normally set goals which I don't think are achievable at a stretch, like goals that I'm working towards, but these are goals that I almost don't see how they're gonna happen, but they're just things that I love and I kind of secretly really want. These are like my really kind of biggest, scariest dreams, and actually one of them you can help with, so hold on for that. The first one I've mentioned on this channel before, and it is to buy a house for cash. I really don't like the idea of having a mortgage, being in debt. Obviously the repayments mean that the purchase price on the house actually ends up way higher by the time you've paid everything back. I love the idea of living free from that, and then all of the money that I make will be more disposable. I'm not tied down, meaning that I can't be flexible with my work or try starting new businesses. I would really love to buy a house in cash, and that's something that my fiance and I both feel quite strongly about. I don't mind whether it's a big house or a small house. I just want to be able to live without a mortgage, and maybe we start by buying a small one and then we build up, but I'd really like it if we could always buy them in cash. The second one, this is the one that you can help with, is to have my own book. Or TV show. That would be awesome as well. I actually did have someone approach me about a year ago about possibly having a show, but nothing ever came of it. But one of my friends is a book agent, and she has suggested that possibly a book is an option for me. It's a big goal because currently I don't have enough subscribers to make it viable. I've never written a book. I'm not a professional writer. I don't have an agent. I don't have a publisher. I barely even have an idea. But for me, having my own book, like a book that's actually in shops that I can go in and see, I don't really want to self-publish, although I know that's always an option, and maybe I'll do that in the future. I want to have like a full-on book contract where I can have my own launch party in Waterstones or whatever. So I've spoken to my friend about it, and she said that at the moment the thing publishers care about above all is Instagram following, I guess because Instagram influencers are so big right now. So if you don't already follow me on Instagram, that is a little free thing that you can do to help me achieve this goal. And obviously like pictures and interact with stuff. They really care about your engagement and your followers on Instagram. So I've been focusing a lot of my time on my YouTube channel and getting the subscribers up here, and I so appreciate the insane progress we've made with that. But next I need you guys all to follow me on Instagram. So having a book or a TV show, big scary goal, but something that I just really want. Number 3 is to be on a magazine cover or on a proper catwalk. In fact, even just to go to London Fashion Week would be awesome, but to be on like a proper catwalk. I've done a little bit of modeling like casually, but I'd really love to do something kind of more legit, like a really serious, be on a magazine cover. I've actually been on one like local bridal magazine cover, but it's kind of not the same as like a proper in the shops magazine. I guess it's very similar to the book one. I guess when everything is so online, there's something really amazing about going a bit old school and having something physical. I've been in a few magazines, but to do a kind of legit modeling gig would be super cool. Again, as with all of these, it's not really something that I'm actively pursuing or that I'm even like logically progressing towards. It's just something that I really want to do. I definitely wouldn't want to be a full-time model. I think that sounds very stressful. You can't eat what you want. You're constantly flying around and you just have 12 hours in New York, and you know, I'm not tall enough anyway, but that isn't something I would want. But just like one awesome gig would be super cool. The next one is one that I don't know if it will ever come true, but I'm really interested in adoption. If everything works out, then I would like to have my own biological children as well. But I've just always loved the idea of being able to change someone's life that much. Possibly it will never happen. I know it's a very complicated process, it's a very big decision, and you have to take into consideration all of your family members, if you have existing children, how it will affect them, all that kind of stuff. But if we're talking big, crazy, scary, probably impossible goals, that has to go on there for me, because it's something that I feel really strongly about in a kind of way where it may just never happen. It's kind of this alternative reality. But we'll wait and see what happens. I'm too young now to be making those exact decisions, but that is number 4. And finally, number 5 is to establish some kind of charity. This one is a bit more hazy for me. I used to want to have my own charity shop, and if you guys have been watching my channel very closely, then you might have heard that I used to run a charity shop kind of consultancy interior design thing. So I used to go into charities and revamp their shops by redecorating, coming up with some new business ideas, doing some events, and I used to want to have my own shop, but I actually think it will be too much of a tie for me. I think I don't want to be in a shop for 6 days a week, but I do want to do something to do with charity. I'm quite passionate about homelessness, and there's a lot of areas that I'm really passionate about, so I would like to someday start a charity that really makes a difference to as many people as possible in as big a way as possible. At the moment, the charity that I support mainly is called Effective Altruism, and actually I'll link to them in the description box. They're who we're going to support with our wedding as well, and they do a lot of kind of quantifiable studies into which charities make the biggest difference, kind of bang for your buck. So a lot of the work that they do is abroad, giving out very cheap vaccination pills. So at the moment I think they're mostly doing deworming pills because it causes a lot of deaths, and it also keeps kids out of school, and if you're out of school then the whole economy kind of stutters. So they're a really cool charity. So something kind of along those lines. I would love to run a charity or work quite high up for a charity who are really, really making a difference. So that is 5 things that are really big and crazy, and maybe one person can't achieve all 5 of those within one lifetime, but those are things that I'm really passionate about, and this is kind of my vision board. So I would be so interested to see what even just one of yours are. What's like a crazy thing that you're almost too scared to admit, because if you say it out loud it kind of makes it a bit real. I would love to know what yours are. Obviously don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Have a great week. Bye!